Boys and girls, the drug war was not a failure. The drug war was wildly successful. It was a failure only in terms of its stated objectives, things like reducing the supply of drugs or the use of drugs. It was completely successful in terms of its real goal, which is social control.
Topic today is the attack on doctors, or said another way, an attack on your freedom. How many of you have patients who are afraid to own a gun, to drive, worried about losing your job because you're a medical marijuana patient, afraid to be kicked out of housing? Freedom here is the operative word.
Hi everyone, I'm Robin Schneider. I'm the Legislative Liaison for the National Patients' Rights Association.
House Bill 4271 is the Medical Marijuana Provisioning Center Regulation Act. And what it does is provide municipalities with the ability to allow, ban, regulate dispensaries. The McQueen case was pivotal in Michigan because the court ruled that the transfer of marijuana between patients who are not connected through the registry is illegal. And that a caregiver may only transfer marijuana to their own 5 patients.
The premise of our government is to be set up for the people. The laws regarding marijuana, hemp, and the whole drug war are clearly not for the people.
A lot of the problems they're having right now is it's not structured at all, and they're just going back and forth. But I wouldn't be against the vote.
It's not an amendment to the Michigan Medical Marijuana Act, and it's not in replace of the caregiver system. It's a new law that's written to go alongside of the existing act, but it doesn't trump the existing act, and it leaves the current law in place. It just adds additional protections for what we're calling provisioning centers into the act.
We spend our time in Lansing working every day to make sure that the legislators know that we want change, we want more protection, and we want to make sure that every patient in the state of Michigan has immediate access to medical marijuana.
Right now, patients are definitely in jeopardy of having a hard time gaining access to their medicine. So we're very concerned about people who maybe have cancer or AIDS, who need relief immediately and they don't have time to wait for their plants to be grown. We want to make sure that they're getting their medicine easily and quickly and in a safe manner.
If the person can't necessarily grow it themselves, or they're not capable of growing it themselves, how else are they going to get their medicine?
Why do I love cannabis so much? Because it helps me physically feel better every day of my life.
I have seizures. They could not find a medicine that would completely control them, and it was debilitating for me. I take Samsonite once a day and smoke at my leisure. If I'm having a bad day, it clears it up. I've been seizure free for like 16 months.
Yeah, I got a couple of friends that use it. I got a friend that's a cancer patient, and he doesn't have much of an appetite. They had him on some type of medicine. They were pill for him. Didn't help him much at all. He smoked a little marijuana, good appetites, gained weight, doing good. Haven't heard of marijuana killing anybody yet.
You know, there's been a shift in consciousness in the legislature, and that just shows what a great job everybody in this community is doing of, educating. We used to hear a lot of, negative things from our public officials. They would, treat us like we were inferior, like we were second-class citizens, because we were trying to, reform marijuana laws.
My aunt was a patient, and she suffered terribly, and she was too paranoid to go and get any marijuana.
Yet here we are almost 5 years, and patients are still afraid to exercise those choices of freedom. Patients should not be afraid. The choice to use the medicine, both you and your doctor's choice, is a choice of freedom. It is a freedom that is under attack currently in Michigan.
I would like to see more medical marijuana patients engaging their local officials, taking the time to go to their representatives' coffee hours, meeting with their senators, getting more politically involved.
First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then Thank you.